How do you become a minimalist in 5 easy to follow steps? Now the first thing is this, guys. I don't want you to think being a minimalist means wearing the same t-shirt the entire month, or not taking a shower at your house to save money on water and going to the grocery store in the vegetable section to actually take a shower there. No, that's not what it means. Being a minimalist means living better on less. That's all it means here, okay? So that's why in this video, I'm going to show you exactly 5 steps that I did, and you can do also, to become a minimalist and save a ton of money, a ton of time, and live a better, happier, fuller life. Now, I'm not some magical bird, super spiritual, like, oh my gosh, it's all about, like, you know, living with less, don't use an iPhone, don't use a laptop, don't use cameras, you know, I'm not like that, okay? I'm a normal guy, I have fancy stuff also, but I'm all about only buying the things that I actually need and actually want to use, I'm actually gonna use, because again, sometimes you think you need something, you're going to use it, but you never really used it, okay? I'm going to tell you why later on in the video, because I'm going to run a little experiment on you later on in the video. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Simon Bryson. I'm an accountant. I post videos every single day on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video. On top of that, do me a favor, hit the like button. It really helps the channel out a ton. And I want to ask you guys a question. Why do you, Tommy, Jimmy, Kimberly, whatever your name is, why do you want to become a minimalist? Comment down below, let me know. Having a powerful why helps a ton, so that's why I asked you to comment down below and let me know. Now, before I tell you the 5 steps to follow, I want to say one thing here, and it's that, you know, being a minimalist is all about, like I said before, living a better life with less stuff, right? Less clutter, you know, less stuff all around the house, things that you don't need, you know, only using what you really need. Now, I want to be very specific about this, guys, because the only people that actually profit from you buying everything, oh, a new wallet came out, a new laptop came out, a new iPhone came out, go get it, go get it, go get it. No, the only people that benefit from this stuff is actually the companies that make these products, and they want you to go out there, be a consumer, and do all this stuff, but it doesn't really benefit you whatsoever. So why do something that doesn't benefit you when you're just losing money, losing time, and it doesn't make you happy either? So that's why in this video, again, I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to be a minimalist and how I actually did it and how you can do it yourself. So let's get right into it. Now, the first step is this, guys. Don't take a shower, don't go out, and don't buy Starbucks. That's it. Video over. Clap, clap, be now. All right? No, I'm just kidding, okay? I'm kidding about the no showers and not going out, but I'm not kidding about the Starbucks. It makes no sense. Don't buy that stuff, okay? It's too expensive. But the first real step to become a minimalist, guys, is actually rearranging your wardrobe, your clothes, because if you don't know this, the average person spends around $2,000 every single year on clothes. It's insane. It's a lot of money. It's not necessary. Why are you spending so much money? Now, here's what I do. I spend around $50 to $200 every single year on clothes, and I go to Goodwill. I buy me like 20 shirts, 3 pants, and a whole bunch of stuff like a Monopoly board so you can have fun with my family for around 50 bucks, okay? That's it. I'm being legit. If I go to Goodwill, I buy 10, 20 t-shirts, and I spend like $1 on each of them. I buy some pants, like real, like good pants in Manhattan, and I literally don't spend a lot of money whatsoever. Why? Because I don't want to spend a ton of money on clothes that are brand made, that only benefit them and not really me, because again, a shirt is a shirt. A brand is a brand, I get it, but a shirt is a shirt at the end of the day. So I don't want to spend so much money. By the way, you might be telling me, Tommy, you're so cheap, blah, blah, blah. But it took me a lot of work to get to this point where I'm wearing like Goodwill stuff. Before this point in my life right here, I had around 30 pairs of sneakers. By the way, check this out. I'm a minimalist, and I have Yeezys. I have Air Jordans. I have a whole bunch of fancy stuff, okay? But I wear this stuff all the time, every day, and I get the stuff most of the time for free. And if you don't know how, I have a video. I'm going to link it down below to get stuff for free because I do it for free. But my main point is this. I buy things, but before I'm right here in this Goodwill era, I was spending around $700 every single month on clothes, like buying sneakers, things that I don't need. By the way, I had over 30 pairs of sneakers, but in reality, if you look in your closet before you judge me, look at your closet. You only really use 20% of your stuff, and I guarantee it, 20% of your stuff, 80% of the time. So for example, I might have right now currently 17 pairs of sneakers, but in reality, I only use around 3 to 4 pairs every single day or every single week, okay? For example, I use the Yeezys, these Yeezys right here, to go to the gym. I use these shoes right here for my daily use, okay? And I also use like another pair of sneakers, like want to be fancy, like wear some fancy stuff here and there. Oh, I'm lying. Here it is, guys. I actually use these shoes right here for my daily use, and I actually use these shoes right here to be fancy. Now, for example, look at these shoes. They're done. They're broken. I have to buy a new pair, and this time I'm gonna buy some Vans because Vans last a lot longer than these shoes. By the way, these shoes go for around $400 to $500. I didn't pay a single buck for it. It was a gift from my friend. Thank you so much. And I wear it every single day until it literally fell off, okay? So again, in reality, you might have a ton of stuff, but you might only be using your shoes, like 20% of your shoes every single day. You don't really use all of them, to be honest. Like, think about it, okay? Now, the second step to actually become a minimalist is actually your technology. Now, for example, before I became the person I am today, every single year, I needed a new iPhone, the new camera, the new, my second phone needed to be fancy too, you know, I have two phones, by the way. I also needed the new laptop, the new, TV, I needed everything, a new computer, you know, but now, I realized that I don't win when I buy all this fancy stuff. By the way, again, I got this for free. I have a video on it if you want to figure it out also, how to get this stuff for free, but I don't benefit from none of this stuff, okay? So I no longer spend my time on, hey, I need a new iPhone this year. Why? Well, my phone works fine, but this phone right here, the new iPhone X11 Max upgrade, well, this phone has 3 cameras instead of 2, so it makes me look prettier than I looked before. No. You don't need it, okay? You don't need it at all. So why spend your money, your time, your happiness, because again, you know, you can spend that money on something else that makes you a lot more happier. Why spend it on technology, phones, laptops, you know, things you don't need, when you can spend it, or not spend it, or save it for yourself and like invest it into something better? Why would you spend it on a phone every single year and make Apple or Samsung $1,000 every single year? No, I don't do it anymore, and you shouldn't either. That's not what I do. Now, the third way, number three, the third way to become a minimalist is actually where you live, where you buy a home, or where you actually rent a home. So for example, when I was a kid, well, not a kid, when I was like 19 or 20, I always wanted to move out the Bronx, and I live in the Bronx if you don't know this. I always wanted to move out to Manhattan or like LA and just be like super fancy, you know, this fancy stuff. But now that I'm an adult, I'm 22 now, I'm fully grown, but now that I'm an adult, I only think about like, hey, like why would I move out of the Bronx when I save so much money by living here with my parents, by the way, and on top of that, I don't have to, by the way, I live with my parents, I make around $10,000 every single month, and I save all that money from rent, and I put it in an investment account or savings accounts, high yield savings accounts, to actually start investing into real estate. So when I move out of this home right here, I'm going to be moving into my own property and not into a rental unit, because that's not what I want to do, okay? But the main thing is this. When someone moves out of the Bronx, for example, I can live in Manhattan, pay $4,000 in rent, no problem. But now I live in Manhattan, so I have to go to Whole Foods, I have to pay property taxes, I have to, you know, go to the fancy gym at Equinox, I have to do all this fancy stuff, because again, and I also have to buy a new car because, you know, Rick or Mike or John or the Joneses down the road, they have a new Tesla. So I can't look stupid. I need a new Tesla Model X, like this one back here, to make me look even fancier. Well, no. If you live in a place that you grew up in, a small town, a small neighborhood, you'll be a lot more happier, statistics on this by the way, than a big city, and that way you have a lot of quality relationships with your friends, your family, and all that fancy stuff, and you also save a ton of money, a ton of time, and it makes you a lot more happier. So in reality, I no longer think about moving out to Manhattan. I think about, honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys right now, I think about moving out to a third world country like my country and just living out in a small neighborhood and just like having like a happy life, and that's about it, like in a small town. Or like here in the Bronx, is being here, okay? I don't want to live somewhere that's like $1 million neighborhood and just like being there and just be like, okay, not spend money on this and that, like private school is now, and I don't need it, you know, and you don't need it either, and you don't need to spend all this money on stuff that you definitely don't need, that doesn't make you happier, and doesn't make you save time, it doesn't make you any money either. So again, where you live, where you rent, where you buy, it makes a big difference. Now, number 4 is actually type of job you actually pick. Now, you might be telling me, Tommy, it sounds like your video is all about saving money, being happy, but what do you mean when it comes to like a type of job, you know? I'd rather 10 times lose money on a job that I enjoy than working a job that I don't enjoy. Now, if you don't notice, in my intros to my videos, I always say like, hey, I'm an accountant, I have a degree, I did this, blah, blah. In reality, I only went to this job after I graduated for around 2 weeks, and then I quit. I couldn't stand it, you know, and my dad had passed away, so I definitely wasn't going to do it. So my main thing is this, okay? I did YouTube for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years before I made a single dollar off of it. And I'd rather keep losing at YouTube, and I make money now off of it, obviously. I make a lot of money. But the main thing is, for my business also, but the main thing is that you have to select things in life that make you happy. I know a minimalist out there, she's a teacher, she comes home, she's happy, she goes to school, she teaches what she wants to teach, she's very happy doing it, and that makes her happy. But she could probably get a job in a big city, at a bigger school, with a bigger paycheck, but would that make her happy? Maybe, maybe not. So why take the risk, you know? So my main thing is this. It's all about picking a job that's going to make you the most happy, and not just going for something that's going to make you a lot of money but won't make you happy. Because again, I have an accounting degree, guys. I did 4 years of YouTube, well, 3, maybe 3.5 of YouTube without making a single dollar, but I could have easily just gone to, you know, like, get an accounting job and make 60K, 100K eventually doing accounting, but I wouldn't be happy as I am right now making this content for you guys every single day. So it's all about picking a job. Although you might not make the best money or the most money, doesn't matter. Pick a job you actually enjoy, because overall, it's not about how much money you make, it's all about how much money you keep. If you're a minimalist, you will be keeping a lot of money because you're not worried about, oh, my clothes, my technology, my phones, my iPhones. You don't care about that stuff, so it doesn't matter. Now, number 5 is actually less friends, less clutter, and having a very good work area. So for example, I already mentioned the work area, which is having a job you actually enjoy. But when it comes to friends, guys, if you don't know this, I only have around 3 friends. 3 quality friends, okay? And you might say, Tommy, sounds like you're lonely. Well, no. I have 3 friends. I have 1 girlfriend. I don't need 3 girlfriends. I don't need any of that stuff, you know? And I could if I wanted to, but I don't need it, you know? And before I got to this point, you can obviously tell I had a lot of friends. I spoke to a lot of girls, and none of that stuff made me happy. It actually made me less happy because I had a lot more relationships, but I had a lot less quality. And now I have, you know, 3 quality friends that I spend my time with. I have a quality girlfriend. I have like 4 years with her. And I also have a quality job, a quality life, quality clothes, and a quality living environment where I don't spend a lot of money. I make a ton of money. Because again, everyone thinks that doing something that you enjoy, you know, doesn't make you money, but it does make you money because you're going to do it like with more enthusiasm, more passion. So I make $10,000 a month. Well, almost like you know, like 8,900, like, or like almost 9,000. So I'm almost there to 10,000. So I would say that, but guys, it doesn't matter, you know, like if you don't chase what you want to chase, you won't make it at all. So being a minimalist, again, to summarize everything here, number 1, it's all about your clothes. Get rid of everything you don't use. I only keep around 3 sneakers. Everything else I'm going to sell. I don't need it. Number 2 is actually your technology. Don't upgrade every single year. Don't buy the newest laptop. You don't need it. If it works, if it's not broken, it does a job, then you're great, 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 okay? The only people that win from this stuff is like the companies. By the way, if you have a tech channel on YouTube, it's different for you, but I'm talking about the normal people out there that you don't need the new iPhone to spend money on it at all. Number 3 was, well, you know, your house where you live. If you live somewhere fancy, you might have to spend a lot more money on fancy stuff. But if you live somewhere that's small, close niche, you might have a lot of quality relationships, and you might also raise your kids better than in a big city. That's a big point also. And number 4 was picking a good job that makes you happy and not necessarily the most amount of money. By the way, this doesn't mean you're gonna be broke if you pick a good job that you actually enjoy. It just means you have to put a lot more work to actually get to that millionaire status, or just like, you know, like make a lot of money also. But it's all about picking quality work and not just picking something over money. Number 5 was quality friends, like less people all around you, because again, it's all about quality. Quality, and you can only find quality through quantity. So once you have all these friends, start, you know, picking the ones you actually enjoy your time with, and then concentrate all your focus on maintaining those relationships. So now that we know the 5 steps to become a minimalist, I want you guys to comment down below and let me know if you agree with me. If you disagree, let me know why. I want to find out. And if you're gonna try it, if you're not gonna try it. And as always, guys, remember, being a minimalist is all about living a better life, a fuller life with less stuff. That's all it's about, okay? I may have a lot of stuff compared to people in third world countries, but it's all about living a better life without like having to worry about what's next, what came out. You don't need any of that stuff, okay? And guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching. And also, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified when I post a new video, which is every single day. And if you want to just DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And on top of that, hit this video right here. It's on how to actually make a minimalist budget, which is amazing. And also click my face right here to subscribe to the channel right now. See you guys tomorrow, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and